Coming up on Joshua Cribb.
What's up? It's your boy Josh Cribb, 16, the Cleveland Browns doing this thing. We having a party. Blah, blah, blah.
You know, my wife, she loves to joke around, and sometimes it can get on my nerves because she's like the life of the party, so to speak. It's really important to be a part of community service. We ready to play on this thing.
All Josh knows is run north and south. You don't know how to do that playground stuff.
Hey, this is Braylon Edwards, y'all. We at the game. It's loud out here. I want LeBron to come holler at me, so I'm gonna try to flag him down on the next flag.
They say LeBron won't talk to you unless you play for the Yankees.
We welcome you,
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It's Jay. It's JC, man.
It's Joshua Cribb.
You're watching Joshua Cribb on FSN Ohio. How you doing? Today it's not all about football. I'm here at Z1079 to shoot a radio spot with my two event coordinators, my wife Maria Cribbs and Ray Brown. As soon as I got to 1079 and we walked into the studio, I noticed that the program that the DJ was using, that's the same program I use, Adobe Audition. I felt just at home. I was like, man, move over, let me do it. Let me get on the turntables or something. I just was so familiar with that program, and I felt like I was at home. And I felt like I could just, it was like in my own studio. I felt like I can just, I'm good. I felt loose, and just ready to work. I can flow all day, all night. Yeah, I ain't no thug life. I really would like one day to produce, make my own music, and do stuff like that, whether it be radio or whatever it may be. To usher into that that category as far as communication. I'm familiar with the programs and everything is used, and I'm a quick learner. It fascinates me. That's one other aspect of the workforce that fascinates me in communication. Just the whole producing music and mixing it down and everything. And I love music. I love to hear it. Like I said before, it's one thing that makes me happy. And I try to do as much as possible right now. Since I'm a football player, that's my profession. That's my my job. Producing music and messing around with the program. That's basically just a hobby. And it started off as a hobby, and it's grown into a passion. Take one, action. Rolling. Hey, it's your boy Josh Cribb, 16, inviting everybody to come hang out with me and some of your favorite athletes.
What's up? It's your boy Josh Cribb, 16, the Cleveland Browns doing this thing. We having a party. Blah, 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 blah. Come on, you gotta get up. You want some coffee? I can run to Starbucks.
Do that, but I'll be done by it.
All right.
My wife, she loves to joke around.
Hey, stop. Why you messing up with that button? Because he was messing with the button. You can't hear it. Oh, that's whack.
That's the thing about them, man. You can't separate, joking from being serious. Sometimes I was like, all right, enough joking. Let's get this, commercial. Let's get it over with.
All right, son. Do your thing, son. Go ahead.
Sometimes it can get on my nerves because she's like the life of the party, so to speak.
Don't say hey. Sound like you like Fat Hour.
Hey.
You need a pep talk? Do you need a pep talk?
I got it.
Okay.
She finds a balance between, playing and joking around.
One thing, we in this little square room with a bomb system. Now, when I'm driving in somebody's little Honda Accord with some 12s in the back, it's not gonna sound like this. So you gotta hype it up.
It's just, more joking than playing, but the balance is me, because I like to keep her, as serious as possible sometimes. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Josh Cribb, number 16, reminding everybody to celebrate Halloween with me and my boys at Silk Nightclub, West Bank of the Flats, Friday, October 26th. Doors open at 9 p.m. Must be 21 and over to get in. Come party with me.
Thank you, Jesus! Oh.
Coming up on Josh's Cribbs.
Josh's Cribbs is in the house.
I like to just, do the hard work as far as the strenuous lifting, getting it up there. And once it's there, I'm like, all right, y'all put it together. Y'all had fun. All I need is a picture, and we can put it together. I'm like Tim, Josh, the two-man Cribbs. I try to do my part, and I don't put together too many things. I don't want to lose no pieces, man. They got a remote. Is this supposed to be with this? You're watching Josh's Cribbs on FSN Ohio. I'm all done here at Z1079 shooting my radio spot. What's next on the itinerary is community service with the Browns. Let's get it.
Joshua Cribb's in the house.
Brought a truck over there and immediately started lifting boxes to, unpack the stuff and, to get it done. Teamwork, teamwork. I was excited to be down there, to get, do hands-on, to get my hands dirty. Hey, I ain't good at putting stuff together. Man.
I ain't either.
Like,
I pay somebody.
my wife usually do stuff like that, man. I just bring it here. Sean already told me, he was like, he said on tape, this is the kind of stuff I pay to have people do. And I'm like, Sean, right there with you, man. My wife would not let me, though, and we was looking at directions like, man, is this in Spanish? Look, though, it's a staple on one side. Is that a window? It looks like we're gonna be here all day. Paragraphs and paragraphs of information. Window with a flap and look like a toilet seat. We basically was gonna just do it this way. We just look at all the pieces and like a puzzle and see what fits to what. We have a slide. What's next? The roof?
Yo, you the worst, Josh.
Hold up. It might go just like that. Come on, man. Come on, baby. I told you I was gonna get it, man.
You forced it on there, though.
Nah.
All Josh knows is run north and south. You don't know how to do that east, west, and all this playground stuff. I don't know how to do this stuff either, so during Christmas time, go buy it, make the wife pay, do everything else. See, the wife is over there doing Oscars right now, helping them. That's what I should have done, the easy stuff. Let the wives do the hard work. Oh, yeah, I got good insurance.
It's on there solid. They was like, what about the schools? This part don't go to this one. We like, hey, man, if they can play on it, it's good enough for us. It was like, man, it's an instant, hazard.
Don't look too sturdy, though.
I know, it don't look too sturdy.
Don't look too sturdy.
Other people came over to help us, the people who work with the Browns Community Relations. Jerry Butler here, Director of Player Development. Best guy to work with.
All right, thank you very much there.
Yes.
This is the best guy. I taught him all the moves. He won't admit it though, but I showed him something he hadn't showed the people yet.
Yeah, he showed me something. It's coming to y'all. They came to, just basically say, it's easy if you look at it this way. I'm like, oh, okay. So we got the instructions and we started putting stuff together. But the thing was, we ran out of we needed a drill. Can we get the drill, sir? You got a drill I can borrow?
Just want to borrow a couple brown sugar.
Hey, nah, just when you done, come do ours like you did yours. And as soon as we got a drill, we was able to, put stuff together and move on from that. Probably need to jam a hole in there first. I'm like Tim, Josh, the two-man Cribbs. We're good. Probably another piece. It's really important to be a part of, basically community service, doing community service, and seeing people and letting people see you do it. I'll tell you this, no problem, man. I just, came out of a meeting not too long ago with NFL, and they were showing us clips on, just how people follow people who lead. People follow those who are in high places, role models. Things like not even necessarily an athlete, professional athlete, but how children follow their adults or follow that person that's in that authority, position. And a lot of kids were watching us as we, kept going throughout the day. A lot of kids was watching us give back to the community, so they know that once you're in a position to give back, this is what you're supposed to do. And they saw us, being athletes, like, oh man, they giving back, they community service. So hopefully, not only did we do a good deed for them, to give them something to do, but it basically lead by example to show them what they're supposed to do if they're ever in a position to give back to the community. Coming up on Josh's Cribs. What's up, y'all? Sorry to keep y'all waiting, man. When I arrived, it was a long line. I was surprised. I'm like, oh, I had my parents with me, and they was like, oh, son, now I see what it feel like to be in a superstar's shoes for one day. 16, that's what I'm talking about right here. Yes, sir. The most thing is just staying humble and knowing who you are, not forgetting who made you and who brought you this far, and your fans, and just keeping that mindset. I'm loving these Browns fans, man. They all over the world. I can't keep saying it enough.
It's Crib, it's Josh's Crib.
Oh man, man. What's up, y'all? Sorry to keep y'all waiting, man. No matter how bad I try to show one time, I can't do, no matter what. I could wake up 20 minutes or 30 minutes before I have to be somewhere that's 5 minutes away and still end up being late. And I don't know why that is. But when I arrived, it was a long line. I was surprised. I'm like, oh, I had my parents with me. And they was like, oh, son, now I see what it feel like to be in a superstar's shoes for one day, I didn't know it was like this up here. I'm like, I didn't know it was like this. It was a lot of different fans. It showed me how diverse our fan base is. We had fans from, France. And spell it? N-O.
Hi.
They were speaking French. And I was like, trying to figure out what they were saying. They was like, telling me their name and everything. And I knew they didn't speak very well English because, every time they try to, tell me their name, they would just make the sound that it makes instead of the letter.
Can you write for my host family? I'm au pair. Okay.
Okay, say it again. Instead of saying like the letter, she just make the sound that it makes. And I was like, oh, where you from? Like, we from France. We from France. And they like, you're big in France. You're huge in France. Like that. I'm like, for real? Like, yeah. So I signed their autograph and put Go Browns in there. Took a picture with them and everything. I just love just seeing how big our fan base is. From France, all the way from France. They said I'm big out there. Hey, I might be big all over, man. We never know. Cleveland fans. We had California, all around this country and other countries, Alaska.
Can you sign his autograph on his jersey?
Oh, yes. I'll sign it.
We came from California.
Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, okay. Oh, right. I just love just seeing how big our fan base is. The fan, fan base is what drives me, ultimately, what keeps me going. 16, that's what I'm talking about right here. Yes, sir. We even had some Baltimore Ravens fans, some opposite, fans that wasn't supposed to be there. And I'm like, yeah, this is when you have the wrong team. This is not the right line. Hold on. We got some, alert the alarms. We got some Ravens in the building. They're right there. We got some Ravens. I don't know, man. Security, man. Take them all the floor. I don't know how y'all got this one. But, we made them say Cleveland Browns. I don't even think they said it. This is a dog pound there.
1, 2, 3.
Go Browns!
Several NFL players, have different businesses that they try to venture off into once they become, known. And right now I have a somewhat local, fame, so to speak. And I'm just trying to take advantage of that in ways that will benefit me later after football. So I'm getting a lot of, experience working in this business field, dipping and dabbing and doing T-shirts and, website and, other things such as that. It's big to me because, I came in, like I said, through the back door from nothing. And, it hit home to me when our media persons would come to me and say, Josh, you got to take advantage of this. You have a spotlight right now. You need to do everything you can to take advantage of it because before you know it, it's going to be gone. Here you go. That's for you. You like it? The most thing is just staying humble and knowing who you are, not forgetting who made you and who brought you this far and your fans and just keeping that mindset, like, I was nothing, I can go back to nothing, and just knowing that you're a regular person just like everybody else. So I never try to make myself seem like I'm bigger than no one else. So I always love to, sign each and every autograph, talk to each and every person, see how they're doing, get their feedback. I love the fans' feedback. It means so much to me to give back to them and just talk to them on a one-on-one basis and, take pictures with with each and every fan if they have pictures, if they want them. I never, turn no one down and everything like that. And I just like to have, the best impression, put my best foot forward to all the fans. So, just let them know I'm real. I'm going to be the same person now and, the next time you meet me as well. Coming up on Joshua Cribb. Me and my boy Braylon, we about to check on the Cavs and the Pistons. Braylon, he's from Detroit, so he was there, not saying that he was rooting for Detroit, but he was knew a lot of players off the Detroit team. And I take... Come on, man. You're watching Joshua Cribb on FSN Ohio. Me and my boy Braylon, we about to check on the Cavs and the Pistons.
Exactly.
Play each other. Braylon from Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm repping the Cleveland, like always, baby.
I'm repping the Pistons till I die. I'm a Cavs fan, though. I like the way they play,
But we're going to check them out with this today. Exhibition games, but it mean a lot to us, man. We just going to get it in. Enjoy the game, you know. See what's in store for the regular season. Got in the game. I'm officially in the game. As you can see, we at the game. It's loud out here. Me and my boy Braylon, we about to go check out the game another time, baby. Joshua Cribb, man. All at me, baby. The seats were perfect. You know, floor seats, putting our feet on the floor that the athletes, the basketball players play on, and it was so much fun, man. You know, as soon as we got there, a lot of people was like, "Oh man, they go Braylon, they go Josh Cribb." A lot of people was there to support the team in preseason game, and why not us? Braylon, he's from Detroit, so he was there. Not saying that he was rooting for Detroit. And I take Sheet Wallace came up to him and gave him a 5. We had fun there though. It was something that we can do to get away from football, to relax, on our downtime, and just do something that's out of the ordinary. Give it to 2-3.
Ahead to LeBron, showtime, wham!
Call that man BJ, Baby Jordan. I actually was daydreaming a little bit about, being in NBA, just being out in the court. When I was watching him play, I was just kind of just staring at him and just, going back to the days I played ball and was, grabbing rebounds and, dunking on guys.
Hughes into the forecourt, alley-oop to LeBron, wham, with 2 hands.
What they doing at the level, I noticed how tall they was, how tall they were. They was really huge out there. And I look at their shoe size, I'm like, God, their shoes big as I don't know what. I'm like, maybe I'm in the sport that I'm supposed to be in right now. Not saying that I couldn't make it to the NBA, but I'm in the sport that I'm supposed to be in. I couldn't feel those guys' shoes. You got Braylon that was having Rasheed Wallace on a fast break. Come get this man a high five. Now all it is, I want LeBron to come holler at me, so I'm gonna try to flag him down on the next fast break.
They said LeBron won't talk to you unless you play for the Yankees.
In this town, being as though that each team, is kind of on that verge of doing something great. The Cavs went to the championship, and the Indians are on the verge of going to the World Series, and the Browns are doing good as well. They feel that everybody should have each other's back, and I feel that it was blown out of proportion, but it was media trying to basically portray what the fans were feeling. And some fans did feel portrayed, but you gotta understand that kids are kids. When they they grow up a fan of a team, they're gonna stay a fan of that team. They're gonna stay loyal to that team. And I grew up in Washington D.C., so I was a Redskins fan my whole life. And it wasn't until I got into college, that I started to watch Cleveland ball and say, Cleveland's tradition is really strong, And when I became a Cleveland Browns player, that's when my whole eye turned around to the city. But that's still my boy, and I know the fans going, just like just look at it as it's just a hiccup. He'll get better. They look at it as him being under the weather right now, but I look at it as him being just a fan, a long life fan of the Yankees, and I have no problem with that. It doesn't change him as a person or as a ball player. We gonna all pull for each other. All teams gonna pull for each other to do something big and to win. So to see us on the Jumbotron, and to have that Cleveland Indians gear showing was good to the fans to see. I got a lot of feedback on that. I'm out here side of the queue. I'm wrapping it up. I had a lot of fun out here with my boy Braylon. We witnessed a great thing out here. LeBron James warming up preseason, doing the 1s and 2s, everything I used to do. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let him handle that. I'll see you on the call, LeBron, in my preseason. All right, baby, holla at y'all. Joshua Cribb, yes, sir.